Good debt. Is there such thing as good debt? Good debt. Good debt. Is there such?
I want to say thank you for tuning in to another episode of Good Debt, a place where you come to get digitally enlightened, bright, and tight, right? And I just want to say congratulations to you for, actually taking the steps to not only listening to the first episode, but now paying attention to the second, right? And as I said to you guys on the first episode, I kind of broke down a little bit about what we're going to be talking to you guys about on this podcast, right? And I kind of dove into a topic that has really been buzzing lately, right? This topic called Forex, right? As you've seen, I know I've heard a lot of people, kind of correlate Forex with, a company, correlated with, a person, correlated with just all these different wacky things. I'm not really sure, but, here it is. Now you guys are going to get the actual, not only definition again, but you guys are going to get, information that you guys can actually go ahead and take action with the steps and either gain more information on what Forex is, participate in what Forex is, or actually profit from what Forex is. As you guys can kind of see, I want to put it in a manner where a baby could understand this or an elder could understand this, right? So what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be reading you guys some of my script, or some of, the action steps that I actually have inside of my ebook. And actually, it goes along with this mini series, right? You guys are gonna be able to access the ebook after, this mini series is done. That's when the ebook will be unlocked, because I want you guys to pay attention to, what is being said, and then be able to go back and actually have something to follow, right? So here it is. Welcome. I want to personally congratulate you guys for making one of the best decisions of your financial future, right? Not only paying attention to this episode, but actually following along right now. I want you guys to take out the next 5 to 15 seconds to go grab a notebook, to go grab a pen, go grab a marker. I don't care what it is that you guys want to use, but I want you guys to write down these gems that are about to get dropped, right? I want you guys to write down everything, well, not necessarily everything, but I want you guys to write down what it is that you need to go back and, whether it is study, go back and implement, or go back and just, kind of brush up on the knowledge, right? So again, I want to personally congratulate you for making one of the best decisions for your financial future, that is, right? I once was at the stage that you guys currently are. I don't want you guys to think that, I'm just someone here. It's like just going to be blurting out information to you guys that I haven't already done myself, right? I'm not one of those people. That's definitely something I want to put out there right away. But I say that to say, around this time, a couple years ago, I actually was someone who was longing for information like this, right? I was someone who wanted to be able to make money, and not only make money, but help others do the same. And this fell into my lap, right? So what is Forex, right? Forex is the act of buying and selling currency pairs, right? I want you guys to understand that it's different. It's completely different. Do not correlate, buying and selling currency pairs to buying shares of stocks, buying shares of company, because of Forex and stocks are two total different things, right? Again, the stock market, only generates about I believe it's about $30 million a day, right? I don't quote me on that. If that information, isn't up to what it is now, please do forgive me. But I do know that the foreign currency exchange market generates anywhere between 7.3 to 7.6 trillion dollars a day. This is one of the things that really caught my eye, because a market that has a lot of money, don't get me wrong, it can take it quick, but you can also gain it as well once you have the knowledge behind it, right? So it is a market that is open 5 days a week, 24 hours, right, between the times of 5 p.m. on Sunday to 5 p.m. on Friday. This is Eastern Standard Time. Again, this is Eastern Standard Time for those that have actually went ahead and got a notebook, got a pen, and want to write down this information, right? So what is traded on this market, right? Because I know that's a big question that people have, Forex. So people are just, it's a company, this. No, none of that, right? So what is being traded on the foreign currency exchange market is, again, I've stated, currency pairs, right? You have your major currencies like the euro versus United States dollars. You have your United States dollar versus the Japanese yen. You have the United States dollar versus the Swiss franc. You have the United States dollar versus the Canadian dollar, and then you have the Australian dollar versus the United States dollar. Again, these are major currency pairs that is being traded within the foreign currency exchange market, right? So now that we have major currency pairs, yes, we do have minor currency pairs as well, right? This is every currency pair that does not include the United States dollars. And that's pairs like Great British Pound against the Chef Franc, Great British Pound against the Euro, Great British Pound against the Japanese yen. And then you also have the Euro versus New Zealand dollar, and then you have the New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen. Again, these are minor currency pairs that are being traded within the foreign currency exchange market, right? Now, through this market, you are also able to trade things like commodities. You're able to trade things like exotic pairs, which would be, the Mexican peso, which would be Hong Kong dollar, or the South African rand. I don't want to get too much into it. I want to give you guys just a brief summary of really what you guys can do and the power that this market holds, right? So the next thing you're able to also trade through this market is commodities, things like oils and gas, things like gold and silver, things like stocks. You're able to trade stocks through this market. I got a little something, but you're able to trade stocks through this market. But this is not a market that is only dedicated to stocks itself, right? You're also able to trade, pairs like the US 30, right? That is an exotic pair. That is a indice, a pair that moves very, very quick. Again, I'm giving you guys information that you can go back and you can do a little bit more studying on. I'm just heightening you guys' awareness on what is actually out there, right? And last and not least, this word crypto, right? I'm pretty sure you've heard of things like Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure you've heard of things like Litecoin, Ethereum. These are also things that you're able to trade through the foreign currency exchange market, right? So I'm pretty sure you're like, okay, you're telling me what I'm able to trade, but how am I able to trade it? Where do I go to place these trades? Where do I go to learn about the trades that I'm placing? All these questions that are going through your head, stop it. I'm gonna give you guys the instructions. I'm telling you, bear with me, right? The best place for you guys to actually be able to participate within this market, right? You guys want to go ahead and download the app MetaTrader 4. You're going to see it on the Google Play Store. You're going to see it on the Apple Store, and it's going to see MT4, right? This is an app that you want to go ahead and you want to get. You're probably going to want to play around with it and see what it is. But again, I just want to bring this to you guys as awareness so that you can know different ways, again, to get into the digital aspect. Now, one of the next things that I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about is different trading styles that you guys are actually able to, become, right? You can either become a scalper, you can become a day trader, which is that's mainly what I am, a day trader. Someone who likes to be in trades between 30 minutes to 4 hours. Right, I'm not really someone. I can be a swing trader, but that's not something that I really go for. Just because when I analyze the markets, I want to be able to get my money and get out. That's simple, so that I can go enjoy more views like this. To be honest, the next thing that you guys want to go ahead and you want to learn about, right? Pips. Write this word down because just like you guys can either go on a walk, you guys can go on a run. When you drive your car, the miles per gallon that you guys are driving, how to measure, the money that you're gonna be able to make. You measure that by pips. Right, PIPS. It's a pip. It's a point in percentage, right? So again, as I say, how you may run, how you may walk, as you guys can take 1 step, 2 steps, you can run a mile, you can run 2. The same thing, the same principle is the same, the way that you would measure the amount of money, so to say, that you will make from the foreign currency exchange market, right? So let's just say if the market was to move up in 2 pips, right, depending on what you place your trade to be, you could gain anywhere from $2 to $20 to $200 to it really ranges, but you really get the calculations by calculating pips. Okay, so not only are you able, again, to calculate how much you make from that is the way that you really plan to attack the markets, right? So again, I have given you guys steps. I've given you guys, places that you can go to not only participate in the markets, but now you have information geared around the markets. What I want you guys to do is to stay tuned for the next episode, right? Because on the next episode, it's gonna break down, it's gonna give you more terms, more things to look into to help you become more of a proficient trader, or someone who is actually able to understand what you're looking at, right? I'm gonna give you more jargons, give you more of the terminology or the knowledge that you need to really take yourself from a novice investor to more of a proficient investor. Okay, so stay tuned. Again, this has been another episode of Good Debt, a place where you come to get digitally enlightened, brightened, and tightened.
Check out all new audio and visual episodes of the Good Debt Podcast, hosted by entrepreneur and CEO Antwain Fowler. Good Debt airs weekly on the HausHill Entertainment network. For show notes and bonus episodes, download the free HausHill Entertainment app on iOS and Google Play devices. Did I mention it's free?